All right, game recap. So we had a shot. Ended up tossing one up to give it a shot and see what could happen, and ended up being an interception. Thought it would just be a nice little jump ball, see what could pop off. Big fella go up and get it, but I still don't know. I'm pretty sure it'll be in the highlights, so looking forward to actually looking at that one. But it was a pretty cheesy game. I mean, that defensive line is ridiculous, and I ended up having to change the way I played to stop them, and I don't necessarily like doing that, but it was a bunch of drags and crossers on repeat, so I had to start running defense to play against those. But largely out here trying to get some stats. Oh, shoot, I had a scenario. Not a dev, but a scenario. I forgot about that. Dang it. Probably wouldn't have changed much. But anyway, he threw pretty well, 21-31. I mean, like I said, a lot of it was drags and crossers. But he had some pretty nice little dots in there, a nice little seam on a couple of them. We were definitely able to make him pay on some of those that he tossed up. 11 of 21, 11 of 20, not really good here. Had one interception, which was at the end. But we had the first two drives, I think, out of like 4 or 5 passes, like 3 or 4 were drops. They're not going to count them as drops. It's those that they, I'm just disrespecting McCaffrey at this point. It's those that they, where they kind of get hit and end up dropping them. Yeah, see, they only got one drop, and that's just not how it played out. Trimble got big on one, got a tub. DJ Moore got big on one of them as well. Terrace he missed, I think 2 of those early drops, I think, were him. And it was just pretty bad, but they were just getting blown up left and right. This is a lie. Only 1 sack allowed? Nah. My tackles, especially my right tackle, yeah, see, he ain't even in the list. My right tackle allowed quite a few sacks. It was pretty rough. All right, so solo, Shaq Thompson, Chin, Baker, assist, Baker, Woods, and then overall, Baker, Thompson, Chin. Tackles for a loss, 4, 7, 9, 10 of them. Sacks were able to get 3, and then the interceptions, pretty much everybody in the secondary got one except Henderson. No, Henderson got 3 pass deflections. There was one I thought he definitely should have had, but we did have the one interception that we ended up running back for a pick 6, kind of opened the floodgates for our passing. For our scoring. But that safety came back to bite me for sure. That one definitely hurt. Let's see this one. Oh yeah, this is lovely. Check that out. Halfback. Not going to block him. And the guard's just going to let him run right through. And the center says, hey, buddy. That linebacker right there. I guess he was shadowing McCaffrey. And the center was just like, I'm not going to worry about the most dangerous man on defense. And just let Aaron Donald run through. It's just Cam Akers touchdown. Yeah, so this again. I was waiting on my my little zig out here. My halfback was covered. That was read 1. Pretty much everybody's blocked here except the free blitzer. So I was waiting on my zig, and it just took him a little long because Terrace just isn't very fast. So I just couldn't throw it yet. I probably could have thrown it maybe here, but that's a little bit dangerous with Chris. He's not always the most accurate there. What I probably should have done was recognize that he had the safety and just throw that up. At this point, he's behind the tight end. They're even. Trimble's probably going to go up big and get that one. But good blitz there. Then he just kept doing it. Stacked the line. You can see my offensive tackle right here. Just, no. It's like, Oh, hey, guy, you're running? Okay, quarterback's back there. Right. My other tackle on the left, I mean, he just gets beat like a drum. I mean, yeah. You know, and in this formation, like the center doesn't provide good help because he's stacking the line and hovering over the center. So it makes them, you know, it glitches the AI so that they don't, you know, which, I mean, kind of happens in real life too, right? Like, it's not that it's a glitch in a negative way, like a cheating type way. It's not what I mean. It's just in a way of, you know, the center doesn't know what to do, doesn't know how to help in that sense. So the center should have been off to the right, but either way, everybody's pretty much boxed. I probably could have hit McCaffrey right there, but at this point, McCaffrey is, I mean, he's running downhill at McCaffrey. Well, not downhill, but sideways at McCaffrey. I don't know if he's going to undercut that or not, so I can't just throw that blindly. Otherwise, that's a pick six. So just have to sit there, grin, and take the safety. He is what it is. This was the one to J.C. Horn. I mean, it was kind of clear, like this formation, I mean, it's going to be a crosser, and it's going to be some corner routes. I mean, it's pretty much any of these highlights where it's me on defense, you're going to see that it's a crosser in a corner almost exclusively. So J.C. Horn, and then was just able to make moves and get the dub. This one was crazy. I mean, my guy's just sitting there just like, hey, Cam Akers. But I had man up on Cam, and so I saw it immediately. I just couldn't get there. I tried to get there to, you know, I thought I'd be able to get around the lineman, but he saw me. And then he just broke a tackle. Like, tackling this dude is just like crazy. Not very big, but he's pretty solid. Right before this, I was like, yeah, we're going to test you. He got a step, so we tested him. And he got there. I mean, I had options. I mean, outside of blitzing, he was going to run a lot of drop formations. And I mean, this play here gets behind the drop. I could have thrown the seam. I could have thrown really either seam. And I could have thrown Robbie up here on the top right. Like, pretty much everybody was open on this one. I just went with the big playmaker. Then, of course, you get a play, you know what's coming next. Pinch the line, blitz. And here they come. I was waiting on them to come free, and I was actually hitting the wrong button. So I didn't realize it at first, and so I was getting ready to throw it to, I think that was X that was crossing. I was getting ready to throw it to whoever 82 is, and I was hesitating. I was like, nope, that's not, you know, my brain basically glitched. Bum thumbs is what it boils down to. I just wasn't ready to see who 88 was. I didn't recognize his symbol. And so I was staring him down, and it just took too long. So, you know, got a field goal out of that one. But rushing three, I dropped back a little bit too far right here. So, you know, I'll definitely say that is a problem. But you can see McCaffrey is like, oh, you want to go? Like, I mean, he doesn't even try. Like, he doesn't put a hand up or nothing. Like, I started shifting left because I saw him going there, but he doesn't even try. So, you know, should have just took what he gave me. You know, I was reading for the extra, and I was right. My tight end's about to go completely free up on the top right. And then you also have the post route. So more drop coverage. You know, I could have easily hit that post once he kind of got into his post right here. So I was trying to let it develop. I was either going to throw that post. He was manning up the inside one. I was going to throw the top post to Robbie or throw that wheel out there. It just didn't give me the time. So I don't usually do this. Forgive me. But I was like, well, we're going to cheese blitz. Let's cheese blitz. So I started throwing some at him, some of the same tactics. This one was just a good play by the defensive end. I don't even know why he's at defense. Oh, okay, I was in 3-4. But still, why is he out there? That's my defensive tackle. My roster was jacked before I started, so this one was a good pass, but I got to check that one out. So I came out prior to this. Yeah, Trimble had just caught a pass. Okay, yeah, so Jeremy Chin had got the interception. Trimble caught a quick little pass, and then I think I hurried up or something, maybe not, but I came out, and I kind of knew he was blitzing again. Like, here we go with another blitz. You can kind of tell safety's off center. I mean, offset, stuff like that. So I knew a blitz was coming, so instead of running the counter, which is what I had picked, I went ahead and audible, and I didn't like the little hitches. It was a hitches and outs, so I just put the tight ends on streaks, and big fella just went up and got that one. I mean, big body. That was me holding, like tapping triangle, triangle, and I just ended up jumping the extra time. He was running hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Like every play right here was like crosser, quarter, drag, crosser, corner, drag. It was not everyone. Like there was obviously some other routes in there, but it was just like, okay. So I just refused to call a timeout. I was like, I'm not doing it. You know, if you want to hurry up and keep running the same routes, that's fine. I'll just get the ball back and push it downfield. So same thing. Hello, right tackle. Right tackle. Hey, buddy, there's somebody out there. Hey, center, back here. Buddy, there's somebody. Yeah.
Interesting question.
No, I'm not talking to you, Siri. I said center. So yeah, just a free rush. I mean, you know, the way he pinches and the way he aligns his people, that one he ended up spying. And it's probably a combination of me also double teaming Aaron Donald. The double team came from the tackle and not the guard, who had no one over him, by the way. So that was a bit of a problem there. Came back, and this time they got it right. This time they got the double team in the middle. They got a double team on the outside, gave me enough time, and just went up to Robbie. So he keeps pushing his cornerbacks back. I think he was running baseline. Looks like that is a baseline, maybe a man line. I'm seeing that a lot more with teams nowadays, but he pushed them back, and the guy let Robbie get up on him, and Robbie's 96 speed. So once I see that you're, you know, letting Robbie get on your heels, then I'm gonna throw it up. It was a little closer than I thought. I didn't think he would. Oh, they don't have the play. I wanted to see that one so I could zoom in. Once the Robbie gets on a cornerback's heels, I'm gonna toss that up anyway. Then, I mean, this interception, I didn't really have an option. I should have just thrown it away, but I was just like, F it, chunk it mode. And I threw one up to Shy Smith to see if he could go get it. I mean, not Shy, Terrace Marshall, because he's a big fella. So I'm like, man, just throw it up, see what he can do. And he ended up throwing an interception. So I'm going to have to watch the live game playback and see. It was probably my user. Let me make sure the game save while I'm yapping. It was probably my user. Because I switched to him, and I probably made him stop. Yeah, see, I had a scenario. God dang it. If I paid attention to that, I would have played a little bit differently. But shoot. Anyways, another L in the books. I just wanted to come out and kind of sling it a little bit and work on some things, and almost lucked into a win there. Let's make sure this is all good. All right, cool. All right, so next season we got to work on getting getting us to the point to where we're able to cover those kind of players who are gonna run a bunch of blitzes like that, and and then also getting our line shored up to where when they're not blitzing and they just have a stud defensive lineman, we're also ready for that as well. So we'll see and get it going next week. 16 against the Colts, and then the Titans, and then end with the Bears. Dicker. See you then.